Hey everybody, I decided to do another video today. Pardon me if I'm out of breath, just got home from grocery shopping. But I know you all saw a few years back, if you follow my channel, that I did a review on this holster here. It's the Old Faithful that goes with my Taurus. And I decided to stop carrying the Taurus because there was some kind of safety flaw. Apparently they can fire when they're dropped. Speaking of drop, my wife's packing groceries away, that's what you hear. But apparently if it gets hit hard enough, it could go off, and I'm not going to carry something that's potentially unsafe. But I mean, I had fun with it, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it. Hell, I don't know if anybody will buy it because of the flaw, but I'll make sure I'll disclose that if I do. But this is pretty much about the Old Faithful holster. I bought this as a kit off of eBay some years ago, and I put it together myself. I paid like 30 bucks for it. I didn't pay much at all, and I've carried it ever since then. I mean, you can tell by how well it's, you know, molded, and it's ridden on my side quite a while, and it's really comfortable. Well, you saw my video a week or so ago. Get it out here. I got me the new Defender, which so yes, I am empty, but I called, or I wrote a letter to or an email to Old Faithful saying, hey, you know, I want to buy one of your new shells, which is just the plastic part on the front, for the new gun that I just ordered. I was waiting for the gun to actually get delivered to my FFL, and they sent me back and they said, well, we're using a new bolt pattern, so if it was made after this date, it's a new pattern. If it's made before this date, it's a new pattern. So we need to know which. You know, and I just asked them, hey, can you send me a template that I can, you know, lay over this to see if it's old or new? And they said, oh, just take a picture of it and email it to us. So I took a picture of this and emailed it to them, and not even a day later I get an email back saying, well, unfortunately that's our old bolt pattern. You know, our new shells won't fit on your old backer, or we can send you one that's doesn't have the holes drilled and needs to be trimmed to use your old backer. And they said, well, if you just send us your address, we'll send you one. Well, I interpreted that as, you know, they're going to send me a new shell, or the undrilled shell or something. And, you know, and they asked me, you know, make, model, gun, what side I carry on and everything. And looky here what I got in the mail today. Big old envelope. Now, I opened this up in the truck expecting this to be, you know, a new shell. I'll show that to you in a minute. But I pull it out, and no, it's not a shell. Oh, be quiet. Apparently my girls want to be in the video too. But, you know, a bunch of extra hardware, Allen wrench, and a brand spanking new holster, backer, and everything. Now that's customer service. You can't argue with that. You know, I was expecting just to get a replacement shell and have to drill the holes in it, and Old Faithful Holster sent me a brand spanking new holster. Now here's the part that I like. Well, let me fold over the top of it. Y'all don't need to know where I live. But you gotta forgive me, I'm kind of looking up at the camera, so I gotta figure where I'm looking at. There we go. Inside the waistband, 1911 3-inch, you know, hip holster. But here's the best part. $75. Okay? Get down the bottom, total, $0. They sent me a free holster just because my old holster wouldn't fit my new gun. Now, tell me another company that'll do that. You know, and I've carried other hybrid holsters, and I mean, Old Faithful is very comparable. Yeah, there's no issue with them. It's a real thick chunk of leather. You know, all the hardware is pushed in good and flush with the back so it doesn't scratch you. It's got the high ride on it so your safety don't sit there and scratch you all day. Just regular metal clips, nothing fancy, but they work. They hold onto the belt, and I've never had a problem with them. And this is the first time this gun's actually going in here, so... Okay, they got it set a little tight, so I'll probably loosen it up, but... Like a glove. I mean, it was molded right to this gun. And it's a 3-inch, because you can see the barrel comes right smack to the end of the plastic. It doesn't, this isn't a one-size-fits-all 1911 holster. Sometimes they'll give it to you and it's a mile too long, so you can put whatever 1911 you want in it. This was made just for a 3-inch Defender, officer's model, whatever you want to call it. But that's about it for this video. I just wanted to give praises. I mean, you can't beat that. And when I need another holster for another gun, or I decide to carry an extra mag, which I usually don't, guess where I'm ordering the mag holster from? And if you've never seen them, it's Old Faithful Holsters. Look them up online. They're comparable in price to Crossbreed or any of the other, holster makers that make hybrid holsters. They send you all kinds of different hardware. I mean, this is a heavy bag full of hardware. All kinds of different spacers, so you can actually get it to fit and ride exactly how you want to. But that's it for this video. So now all I got to do is load it up, clip it on, and carry it around. And I already know I'm going to like it because it's the same as, essentially the same as my old holster that I had for my Taurus. If I'm not mistaken, hell, I think it's even smaller. That's about the same size. My holster, the Taurus might have rode a little lower, but that's no big deal. Because I can adjust the height on the clips. So. But that's it. Old Faithful holsters, guys. Keep them in mind. By all means, keep them in mind.